Denver and Vegas. So the Broncos haven't beaten the Raiders in Oakland or Vegas since October of 2015 behind Peyton Manning. So what is your angle on this one?
Yeah, I got a trio of first quarter bets here, and I'm backing those Raiders in the first quarter at home. I wanted to do more. I don't mind looking at a whole game money line here. I kind of think the Broncos are a bit at their peak price right now. I could see the Raiders getting this one, but I'm going to just do the same bet I just did for Minnesota. Raiders first quarter, the three-way money line. This one's plus 215. So we need the Raiders to win the first quarter outright. So yeah, as you mentioned, Denver has not won here in Las Vegas or wherever the Raiders are playing for a decade, basically. They didn't win anywhere. They beat them in October in Denver, but the Raiders had won 8 games in a row in this rivalry before that. So I think this is a good spot to bet against Denver after they played just like the perfect matchup in Atlanta. We talked about, just no pass rush. Bo Nix just kind of shredding, a practice defense more or less. I think this is a good, obvious sort of letdown spot. And in fact, Denver's defense, Denver's offense is trending up. That is the one metric that the Raiders are still kind of okay at. There's a lot of bad metrics. I've been betting a lot against the Raiders, but that's the one thing they can hold a little bit. Denver's defense obviously is a strength here. Denver's defense is better in the second half. They're a little better with the lead, but you got to get the lead first. And I think that the Raiders can maybe get the lead early and hang around. They're awful in the second half. They're around average defensively early. And again, with the first quarter number, they're nearly a top 5 offense in the first quarter. Why? I have no idea. I don't understand. I guess we're scripting plays pretty well. That's the one thing. We just switched out the offensive coordinator there too. But I think that the Raiders can hang early. In fact, I know they can. Because the last time they played Denver a month ago, they won 10-0 in the first quarter. They lost the game by 16, but they won the first quarter. They beat the Chargers in the first quarter too. Denver has lost the first quarter 5 times already and finished tied 3 more times. So they've only actually won the first quarter twice. They lost to the Raiders in the first quarter. They lost to the Panthers in the first quarter. They have been able to come back and figure things out, but I'm playing the first quarter angle here. So here's one tricky part here. On the Vikings, I want nothing to do with the tie part. I just want the 3-way. With the Raiders, they finished tied the end of the first quarter 4 times. The Broncos 3 times. That's pretty hefty. That is a significant amount here. And it is the first quarter. You get 2-3 long drives, quarter's over, still 0-0. That's a pretty easy way to tie. So I don't mind, in this case, if you want to play the plus 0.5 line. That's at minus 130. Now a tie wins you the bet. Again, I don't want the money line. Don't give me an option where the tie just gets my money back. I want to win stuff. Let's not get money back here. Let's win our money back. So I don't mind that one. I don't mind if you want to kind of split the bet. The reason I'm going with the more aggressive bet here is, hi, I'm Brandon. We go with the more aggressive bet here. But just from the math, if you play the plus half a point line, 1 unit wins 0.77 units. If you play my line here, the 3-way, so that we lose a tie instead of winning it, 1 unit wins 2.15. So almost triple the payout here. Basically, I don't have to have the tie happening something more like 25, 35% of the time for that to happen. And I think that's just a little too rich for me. So Raiders, first quarter. We're going first quarter bonanza this week. We got one more to come, but plus 210 3-way against the Broncos.
Get your win in and get out. In terms of perception, Denver, this is the crazy one. The look-ahead line on this one before the season would have been Vegas -3. So it's a 9-point flip based off of how Bo Nix and Sean Payton's team's been playing lately.